The new season of Survivor premieres Wednesday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Let's get into it. Go!
Oh my God!
I don't know if I've ever seen this much energy.
I'm Margaret Brennan. Can lawmakers find a compromise to avoid a government shutdown? Plus the debate over the border crisis and aid to Ukraine. Join me for Face the Nation.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. I'm Morgan Hoover. Our top story tonight, just hours before the weeks-long Logan County Tobacco and Heritage Festival is set to begin. The grand finale performer cancels his appearance after he says his sexuality and musical performance is called into question. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey went to Russellville today to find out more.
The Tobacco and Heritage Festival is a Logan County tradition, and for Mac, being able to play the finale of his hometown event was a huge deal.
It was made aware to me that there were people in the town that were very upset that they would have a gay person headline the festival.
Mac alleges that members of the Logan County community told the Chamber of Commerce that they would protest his show for what they saw as a violation of the family-friendly atmosphere of the festival.
I think the best move forward is to cancel the show and let them book someone else who will not be as controversial, I guess. I'm really sad about it.
Some residents in Logan County are very upset that Mac felt compelled to cancel his performance. People like Brian Preston, owner of Roxanne's Place in downtown Auburn.
I mean, it's 2023. We can't do this. We are better people. The people of Logan County don't represent who canceled it.
The Logan County Chamber of Commerce released a statement saying, "While we did not request for Mac to cancel, we respect his decision." In Logan County, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
More controversy as the debate over abortion access continues to be a leading topic in the governor's race. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear continues to criticize Republican Daniel Cameron's support for the state's existing abortion ban. This week, Cameron signaled new willingness to accept abortion exceptions for rape and incest. Today, News 40 caught up with Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers in Simpson County and asked him about Cameron's apparent flip on his hardline opposition on abortion.
I think there is the need to have rational dialogue on what is the appropriate common point, because you don't want to injure somebody anymore, but you also want to be able to bring a life into this world.
In his radio interview on Monday, Cameron said that if the legislature brought him a bill to add exceptions for rape and incest, he would sign it. The general election is Tuesday, November 7th. The nationally recognized organization Phoenix Rising is advocating and empowering sex trafficking victims while shedding light on the common misconceptions about how victims are trafficked. Many people have gone viral on social media platforms saying marks were left on their cars, they believe, by people wishing to abduct them. In reality, many times those marks have been left by the car dealership before anyone ever purchased the vehicle, and no one just ever noticed it, leading to many misconceptions about how people become victims of sex trafficking. A board member with Phoenix Rising says most people assume these crimes are committed by strangers, but that's simply not true. The majority of human trafficking situations are familial and can be closer than you think.
We try to help people understand that, no, this is happening in our communities, in our backyards. Children that you are seeing go into our local schools, that these things are happening to. And oftentimes, even the children that are victims don't necessarily recognize themselves as victims.
Yates also shares that there are many resources offered for people to learn how to communicate with victims. Visit WNKY.com later tonight for more information about Phoenix Rising. And now to Glasgow, where police arrest a man moments after they say he robbed a bank. Glasgow police say they got a call about a robbery at U.S. Bank in the 100 block of Wall Street. Around 1 o'clock this afternoon, when officers arrived, they say the bank teller told them Adam Wood walked into the bank and handed over a note saying, "I have a gun, give me $500. Police say the teller gave Wood the money and he ran out through the front door. Officers found Wood shortly after that robbery. The stolen money was recovered. No one was injured. Wood is currently in the Barron County Detention Center facing first-degree robbery. The more local news now. After 50 years of waiting, a time capsule from 1973 is open today at the Logan County Courthouse. Though much of what was inside was damaged by the years of time in the ground. Some pieces are still recognizable and can be confirmed because of a newspaper article listing what officials placed inside the capsule half a century ago.
Upon opening it, we were a little discouraged to find that a lot of things have kind of disintegrated over the years. However, we were able to recover a lot of really cool items or things that we can at least tell what they were.
Officials say a police uniform, jewelry, music, records, and photos were just a few of the items discovered in the capsule today. An additional capsule containing items representative of 2023 from the community was buried today. That will be opened in another 50 years. And excitement is building around a new restaurant set to pop up in Bowling Green next summer. A sign for Drake's, a sports bar that also happens to serve sushi, is set to open in the summer of 2024. Drake's will be the newest addition to Ken Bell Boulevard across from Chewy's and down the road from Sam's Club. This new restaurant joins the hardware chain Menards next to Meijer as the newest businesses set to come to Bowling Green. The Chamber of Commerce is excited to see what these two will bring to the city.
I hope people are excited as new companies are coming in because it continues to expand the types of jobs available, the types of companies here, alternatives for shopping, alternatives for eating out, and that quality of life increase will help us continue to recruit new residents to our area to meet the growing economy and the growing open jobs that we have in the area.
Menards is currently under construction, while crews will start work on Drake's very soon. And be on the lookout for the new addition to Operation Pride's Beautify I-65 project. They are adding life-size horses. You can see them on your screen right now. They're actually made of recycled cans. The project is uniting many members and organizations in our community, and they hope they leave a lasting impact on those that visit Bowling Green.
It's really going to add to that user, that patron, that visitor experience, and just something to help attract more people to our community. And it will put Bowling Green and Warren County as a destination point that people want to visit, be a part of, and see all the cool things that we're doing here.
Get ready to see the lifelike horses this fall on your way into or out of Bowling Green. Well, in health news now, it's Baby Safety Month. New data from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission shows that young children are still dying from unsafe sleep environments or misuse of nursery products. In tonight's Health Minute, a closer look at that report and how to keep your babies safe. It's a silent danger. Accidental suffocation can happen when babies aren't kept safe while sleeping.
Oftentimes, people are focused on getting their child to sleep and not on the environment that children are sleeping in.
In a new report, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says there are more than 160 nursery product-related deaths every year. Many deaths happen because of unsafe sleep environments, including having a sleep space cluttered with things like pillows, blankets, and comforters.
We like to say bare is best. So putting them without pillows, without blankets, without plush toys.
Between 2018 and 2020, there is also an annual average of 15 deaths associated with inclined infant sleepers. To keep your child safe, use products intended for sleep that meet federal requirements, like a crib, bassinet, or other firm, flat surface. And if they fall asleep elsewhere, move them to that safe space. Put nothing but a fitted sheet where the child sleeps. Place the baby on their back and check saferproducts.gov for recalls.
It shouldn't be recall products in the stores, but a lot of times people are ending up buying things secondhand and taking the extra step to make sure that the product you're looking at hasn't been recalled is really important.
The report found African American children are disproportionately affected by nursery product related deaths. The CPSC says awareness is critical. And more concerning news for parents after the FDA says the medicine typically used to treat children for strep, chest and sinus infections and earaches are still in short supply, and there's no relief in sight. It's because of the shortage. Many pharmacies are only allowing customers to order a limited amount of amoxicillin. Some analysts say the shortage is due to amoxicillin's low price point and low profitability for manufacturers. Plus, there are alternatives to amoxicillin, so there's less urgency to address the issue. Amoxicillin continues to be the most prescribed antibiotic in the country. And as we enter into the fall virus season, we're learning that COVID-19 hospitalizations for children are on the rise. Federal data shows nearly 1,200 children were admitted to the hospital with COVID during the week that ended September 9th. About half of the admissions were for children younger than 5. Health experts say that coronavirus admissions among children are still below previous pandemic peaks. In consumer news now, tonight auto workers expanding their strike to 38 locations across 20 states, including distribution centers operated by General Motors and Jeep and Ram owner Stellantis, but sparing Ford from further shutdowns. Auto workers in Kentucky, including here in Bowling Green, are still not on the picket lines as the strikes expand, but organizers tell us that is always subject to change. Last night, auto workers in Louisville held a rally to stand in solidarity with those across the country on strike. Members of the UAW in Louisville say they're prepared to join them.
We're 100% ready to strike. We have strike captains, strike coordinators presented at KTP and LAP.
Union leaders are asking automakers for a 36% pay increase across a 4-year contract. For now, however, the sides remain far apart on a wage hike. The United Auto Workers strike could create a ripple effect that leads to higher car prices and a shortage of supplies. Bradley Blackburn explains how you may be affected.
At Central Avenue Jeep in Yonkers, New York, the lot is packed with new cars. But dealer Jonathan Grant says a sustained strike by United Auto Workers could change that.
I'm afraid if the strike lasts very long, it could really impact our availability.
And that would affect your bottom line?
Yes, it would.
The plant that builds the popular Wrangler is currently shut down. Ford and GM dealerships could face the same problem if assembly lines sit idle for a prolonged period.
If it goes beyond 60 or 90 days or grows to other plants, I think the impact could be much more severe.
A lack of supply could lead to higher prices for new cars.
Dealers are concerned about more than just inventory on the lot. The strikes could also impact availability of replacement parts for service.
As a dealer, we get a nightly delivery of parts.
Tom Maioli owns Celebrity Ford in New Jersey and worries those deliveries could end in the coming weeks if the strike continues.
We can have the brakes in stock, but if we don't have a spring that's needed in the brake pads, we can't finish the job and we can't get your car on the road.
Maioli says if he can't fix cars and doesn't have vehicles to sell, he may need to lay off employees. The automakers are also laying off workers, impacting local businesses.
If you have less money to spend, you're going to really hold on to what you have, and that reduction in spending could curb economic growth in those local communities.
Experts say the strike could have an impact on the entire U.S. economy if it continues into next year. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Yonkers, New York.
Some say it's been the summer of strikes as Hollywood writers and studios ended marathon negotiations yesterday without an agreement as the writers' work stoppage exceeds 20 weeks. But these strikes aren't happening in a vacuum. From actors to delivery drivers, nurses to baristas, Labor expert Ruth Milkman says a generational shift, along with decades of stagnant wages amid soaring corporate profits and CEO pay, is fueling concerted efforts to organize.
A lot of workers are more conscious than they were before of the injustice that they face at work and of the inequalities that exist in the society that we're living in.
WGA members have been on strike since early May. The dispute has centered on issues including pay, working conditions, and stricter protections against the use of artificial intelligence. Well, stay with us. Still to come on News 40 at 10. Football frenzy is just around the corner. Plus, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in with a full look at our forecast right after this.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
You're going to bless people every day.
Something hits you in your heart. We're doing it all.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you have any trouble receiving Social Security benefits, call our office today for a free consultation.
We've got the drinks and good times. Now all we need is you. The 8th annual Bourbon and Brew Fest presented by the Mint Gaming Hall is back Saturday, October 21st at Bowling Green Ballpark. We have an expansive selection of bourbons, craft beers, mixed drinks, and more. Plus, sip while shopping, specialty vendors all around the ballpark. VIP ticket holders can enjoy the Heaven Hill VIP experience in the Performance Food Club, while premium ticket holders can take part in the Premium Lounge. Tickets start at just $50 and are on sale now at bgbrewfest.com or by calling 270-901-2121.
We all want our kids to have a future here in Kentucky. That's why I'm working hard to bring more jobs here. Companies big and small are setting up all over Kentucky, revitalizing communities and creating thousands of good-paying jobs. Over 46,000 more jobs than we had before COVID. Unemployment has never been lower, and we've helped hundreds of businesses launch or expand. This is Kentucky's future. Our economy is on fire. Let's keep it going.
Tough times are inevitable, and we could all use a little help. Find the courage to reach out. You don't have to do this alone. Text your zip code to 898-211 or simply dial 211. Get connected. Get help today.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
Well, it was a warm day for sure. In fact, we ended up at 87 for a high temperature today officially at the Bowling Green Airport. And that was a couple of degrees warmer than we expected, 6 degrees warmer than the normal of 81. 56 is where we started this morning, 58 usually where we plan ourselves on average for a low temperature this time of the year. Temperature-wise, right now we're in the 60s. There's still a few 70s around the area. It is a nice evening, but some of the dew points are still up into the upper 50s to low 60s, so you still may feel just a twinge of mugginess in the air. It's not bad out there, though. Next few days, we are going to keep the summer-like heat for at least tomorrow and Sunday. Even though tomorrow's officially the first day of fall, it's not going to feel like it. We're going to go low to mid 80s. It's after that, once we get into late Sunday, but especially Monday through Friday next week, is when we're really going to feel those more fall-like temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. The normal for this time of the year is 81, so we'll be running a bit below average for this time of the year. Here's a look at the surface map and the futurecast over the next 40 hours. That, by the way, is Tropical Storm Ophelia, which is going to have no effect on our weather, believe it or not. It is, one of those storms that looks like it wants to spread rain east, and it will, but it will only get as far as the Appalachians, the Blue Ridge, and Smoky Mountains, and that's about it. So it's not going to affect our weather. By 6:30 tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to a mainly clear sky. maybe a little patchy fog, but the winds will be breezy at times tomorrow coming out of the north and east, and that's going to make us a few degrees cooler, I think, than today was with that 87. I don't think we'll hit that tomorrow. It'll be more into the low 80s, maybe mid 80s for some. This is going to be our weather maker as it comes in late Sunday into Monday. It's going to take a while to get here, but eventually that disturbance is going to bring us scattered showers and a few thunderstorms as we get on into the late weekend. Here is Tropical Storm Ophelia as it makes its way up the Virginia Beach coast and parts of the Carolinas the next couple of days. Then it will be downgraded to a depression as it gets into Sunday morning, and even spreading some heavy rain into New York City by the beginning of next week. But again, it's not going to have any effect on our weather here in southern Kentucky. Tonight, mainly clear with some patchy fog, a low of 58 and calm winds. And then tomorrow will be breezy and warm as we get up to about 83. Not quite as warm as today for the first day of fall officially tomorrow. When you wake up, it will be fall across the area. 82 on Sunday with increasing clouds, and then Monday through Friday, unsettled. Each day cooler, but yes, there will be a chance of showers and a few thunderstorms. Hey, don't go away. You know what day it is. It's Friday night. That means football frenzy, and it's coming up next right here on News 40.
As a dad, protecting children is my priority, but Governor Andy Beshear's actions are endangering our children. Beshear vetoed a bill that would have protected women by keeping biological men out of girls' sports. Beshear also vetoed a bill that would have protected Kentucky children from gender-mutilating surgeries. Beshear is more in common with California liberals than Kentucky families. Keep Kentucky kids safe. Kick Governor Beshear out of office.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm Simon Modesto. Join me for Emerging Leaders on News 40 at noon. Every Monday, we'll feature up-and-coming community leaders that are making a big impact on the future of South Central Kentucky.
Emerging Leaders, brought to you by Elpo Law.
Now at Sleep Outfitters, upgrade to the ultimate support of Tempur-Pedic or Stearns & Foster and take advantage of free gifts worth up to $300. Plus, get free delivery and setup. Come get outfitted for life-changing sleep today, only at Sleep Outfitters.
Time to turn talk into action. Step 1, fire up your BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, make your pick. And Step 3, showtime. Now that hunch has some weight to it. Every play, every game means something more. Because now, you're betting with the king of sportsbooks.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day. News 40 sunrise way. I'm waking up my day. WNKY. Yeah, we're the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day. The News 40 sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
Welcome into Football Frenzy. I'm Maxwell Trank. You might be thinking, wow, things are a little different tonight. Patrick Carey is saying gig 'em. He's visiting some family down in Texas. Very excited for him, but he missed a great week of high school football. We got to get you straight to those highlights. To our game of the week, as we visited the Swamp for a district rivalry, Greenwood hosted South Warren for this rivalry matchup. South Warren sets the tone early on defense. A high snap by the Gators results in a safety. Deshaun Bridges takes down Cam Smith for a quick 2 points. After the safety, the first play for the Spartans offense is an under pressure pass from Bryce Button to Isaiah Rigsby. Get up there, big fella. Touchdown, Spartans. Spartans. And Bryce Button gets the ball into the red zone following a Spartans INT. He just does his thing, threads the needle to Bailey Shoemaker for another South touchdown. The Spartans take the district rivalry matchup. Final score 47-13. To the Smurf turf now as the Raiders hosted the Hopkinsville Tigers. Early in this one, Maddox Torrance reads the pass perfectly. Give him 6. Pick 6 to be exact. Touchdown Warren East. More from the Raiders defense. A bobbled snap by the Tigers quarterback allows an army of Raiders to swarm and get the sack. Just a pylon right there. Then Raiders quarterback Dane Parsley says, I'll do it myself. He glides across the goal line for the touchdown. Warren East gets the victory. Final score 33-12. The Warren Central Dragons took on the Davies County Panthers at home tonight. The Panthers, their running back Gatlin Macy takes the handoff and finds the edge, speeding past multiple Dragons for the Davies County touchdown. Then check this out. Maybe the play of the day. Jeremiah Taylor picks the pass off at the goal line. He has the speed. He has the room. He had to speed this up. Just get into the end zone, my guy. 100-yard pick 6 for Warren Central. Panthers, though, they take this one. Final score 34-12. And lastly, Franklin Simpson, traveled to Butler County for a battle between the Cats and Bears. Max Cheney's squad strikes first as Matthias Dickerson finds one of his options. Colin Anderson on the handoff. Anderson playing like he's in Madden Juke here. Slide there. 6 in the end zone. Celebration pretty clean, too, I would say so myself. Blake McPherson goes untouched as he runs it up the gut for another 6. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How about a third running score by a different rusher? Triple option. It works wonders for Franklin Simpson as Aiden Satterley finds the score. The Wildcats stay undefeated. Final score 43-16. Woo! Some exciting stuff there from our first half of Football Frenzy. We have more highlights coming up your way. You won't want to miss it.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Do you want to learn financial literacy? It's so boring. What if Service One Credit Union pays you to learn? Introducing Zogo. Download the app and get paid to learn. Answer questions and earn points. Redeem points for gift cards. Play more, earn more. It's just one more way Service One Credit Union is with you on your journey to financial fitness.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan makes starting a claim easy. You don't even have to leave your couch. Done. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. Now back to this.
There are so many different ways that you can volunteer at Hope Harbor. I am a part of the fundraising committee. I'm a hospital advocate, so I'm able to be there for those survivors. There is no one else that does this type of work like we do when we go to the hospitals and support those survivors.
The work that I do through Hope Harbor means really everything to me. Being a survivor myself, the organization allows me to provide the care and the support that I wasn't afforded.
There are so many ways to help Hope Harbor accomplish their mission, ending sexual violence.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
There's a new flavor in Hardee's Craft Kitchen. Nashville Hot Chicken. Juicy, 100% white meat dipped in buttermilk, hand-breaded and seasoned to bring the heat. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? New Nashville Hot is goodness in the making.
There's still plenty of action we have to get to here on Football Frenzy, and the highlights, they get pretty good. More Football Frenzy action out in Logan County. They're matched up with the Lakers of Callaway County. Davin Yates gets the football. He's looking like Jerome Ford this past weekend against the Steelers. He goes one way, then whoop, I'm going to go the other way. A big rush, but check it out right over here. He steps out of bounds. The Cougars offense was in stride tonight. This time, quarterback Rich Holman sends it up for Brady Hinton, and it's another touchdown for Logan County. Everything went LC's way. On defense, the Lakers pass is picked by Isaac Christian, setting up great field position for the offense, and Rich Holman takes advantage of it. Davin Yates caps off another Logan County drive. Student section loves it. The celebration, A1. Cougars go on to win this one 34-0. And the Russellville Panthers look to earn their first win on the young season against Todd County Central tonight. Panthers gained a ton of momentum in the beginning from this defensive stop, a botched snap leading to a turnover on downs. Russellville quarterback Hunter Hallman finds LeBrian Norris, and whoop, he evades the tackle for a lot of positive Panther yardage. And Jamarian Gardner takes the ball, runs with authority into the end zone, into our cameraman Bratton, actually, as he celebrates. Pretty hyped up there, I'd say. The Panthers hyped up, but they are currently in action. The score in the fourth quarter, 34-20, Todd County Central. And after a tough loss at the hands of their crosstown rivals, Barron County looked to bounce back against Greene County with the Dragons at the goal line early. Running back Julian Seymour pushes through for the touchdown. Hands up, he's in. Looking to score again. Greene County's under pressure, and a barrage of Barron County defenders storms through the Trojans with a much-needed turnover, but once again, Dragons get the score. Greene County goes on to take this one 33-0. And ACS taking on Paducah Tillman, looking for an upset. Tillman up big. Jack James goes to Joshua Campbell for a big gain down to the Patriots 20. Blue Tornado doing what it does. James just gonna throw it up. Shamari Thomas goes and gets it, dives in for 6. George Wilson absolutely loving it. Love a good coach celebration. 42-0 Blue Tornado heading into the half. DeMarcus Wilson in the third quarter takes the handoff, finds some room, 22 yards into Allen County, Scottsville territory. ACS goes on to lose this one, 42-7. So that's a look at our highlights. For week 6, we're more than halfway through the entire season. We'll have an out-of-town check on our scores coming up after this break.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get torn, but we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
The future starts with us, and our future depends on our health. At TJ Regional Health, they provide quality women's care for every chapter of life, from adolescence to pregnancy to menopause and beyond. Because every woman is unique, their providers believe strongly in personalized care.
We do this by listening, understanding, and treating you with compassion and respect. Plan for your healthy future with TJ Regional Health.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
We've got the drinks and good times. Now all we need is you. The 8th annual Bourbon and Brew Fest presented by the Mick Gaming Hall is back Saturday, October 21st at Bowling Green Ballpark. We have an expansive selection of bourbons, craft beers, mixed drinks, and more. Plus, sip while shopping, specialty vendors all around the ballpark. VIP ticket holders can enjoy the Heaven Hill VIP experience in the Performance Food Club, while premium ticket holders can take part in the Premium Lounge. Tickets start at just $50 and are on sale now at bgbrewfest.com or by calling 270-901-2121.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, weeknights on CBS.
A check on those out-of-town scores. Clinton County beating Edmonson County 26-6. Adair County losing to Glasgow. They remain undefeated. Next week's game of the week, Glasgow versus Franklin Simpson. One team's going to end up with a loss on the season for the first time. Hart County crushing Caverna 46-6. And Metcalfe County losing this one to Casey County 28-27. We also do have that final score from Russellville and Todd County Central. Todd County Central going on to win that ball game 41-26. Of course, yesterday, Bowling Green taking on Ohio County. That game ended 57-0, a district victory for the Purples. And a huge night out in Lexington as Lafayette ends a huge 19-game losing streak. Big news there for Patrick. That's his father-in-law getting that first win on his career. That's a look at Football Frenzy. Thank you for joining us. Have a good one.
I was raped by my stepfather after years of sexual abuse. I was 12. Anyone who believes there should be no exceptions for rape and incest could never understand what it's like to stand in my shoes. This is to you, Daniel Cameron. To tell a 12-year-old girl she must have the baby of her stepfather who raped her is unthinkable. I'm speaking out because women and girls need to have options. Daniel Cameron would give us none.
This Thursday, January 6th, it has been 1 year, if you can believe it.
1 year.
1 year.
The 1 year anniversary of a violent assault on the center of America's democracy.
525,600 minutes, 365 days since feces were smeared, 12,000 self-incriminating Instagram pictures, one Viking shaman doing 3.5 years. Infectors, this guy tried to steal a lectern, stupid facts, huge douchebags and this ass white shoe. 727 insurrectionists arrested. Who else should be